Hello Vlogfighteria, it is Monday. Tuesday was the second episode of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and I thought it was better than the first one. It developed more on the characters and I felt like the dialogue had more of a Joss Whedon feel to it, which is weird because Joss Whedon wasn't actually writing that episode, but it had more of a Joss Whedon feel to it, I thought, and I liked it. And it also showed that the show will have more than just a person with a power a week. It'll also have other things for the team to investigate. So I thought it was a pretty good episode, and it seems like the show is heading in a good direction. Friday, I had a football game in marching band. Saturday, competition in marching band, which we didn't do great in that competition, but it was actually our first time putting the whole show on the field. We hadn't even done it in practice, so for it being our first time putting the show on the field, I thought it went pretty well, though there were some problems. And then Sunday, nothing happened other than the band bus. Technically, that was Sunday. We got back after midnight. Emma approved was today, and it felt like something that could potentially be as good as the Lizzie Bennett Diaries. It seemed like it will be better than Welcome to Sandton, which was a bit disappointing. So I'm looking forward to the rest of that. So this year I'm taking Honors History, and it's really the first year that I've actually thought history was a difficult class. Usually history is just really easy, but it's also the first year where history has been my favorite class. I generally don't really like learning history, but this year it's a good class because we like actually think and stuff. And what I've been thinking about this year during history is how to build a fictional history. I really like fictional universes, and fictional history is like the Marvel universe and the Buffyverse and the Doctor Who universe. Whoniverse? Is that a thing people say? So I really like those kinds of fictional universes, and I've been thinking about how I would go about, like, building a fictional universe that seems like it could actually happen, even if it has some sci-fi elements. Like, what elements are necessary for a history to make sense, and why do some cultures grow and others don't, and things like that. So, for example, the book Guns, Germs, and Steel by Jared Diamond argues that the reason the Europeans could colonize the New World instead of the New World colonizing Europe is because of geography. So if I wanted to build a fictional universe, I would have to think about the geography of the place I was setting it in and how that would affect the fictional universe's history and things like that. So I've been thinking about that a lot during history because I think it's a really interesting concept. It's like the theory of history. Why do things happen the way they do? Katie's video, she talked about Halloween, and I'm also a big fan of Halloween, though I don't know what's happening with it this year. So in previous years, my brother and I have made like a big Halloween thing in my garage, and he has a bunch of friends that come and like scare people, doing the whole college thing, and his friends are the theater people who are interested in like scaring people and stuff, so I don't really know what I'm doing this year, and it's kind of soon, so I don't know what's happening. I don't even know what I'm gonna be for Halloween. Usually I figured that out by now, and this is a problem. Busyness is bad. Why did I just zoom in? The idea of a book playlist, I think, is really cool, and I think it would also work with things like movies or TV episodes, or maybe even like a mix of movies and books and music. It wouldn't really be consumed in the same way as a music playlist, since it would be much longer than just one song, but it's a cool idea. So that's all I have to talk about today. Why am I turning myself upside down?